Welcome and thank you for joining us. We are presenting K.c.s.e 2003 paper 2 question number 15. The question reads, a colony of 3 insects was found to have 250 insects at the beginning. That is our first term, which is 250. Thereafter, the number of insects doubled every 2 days. That means our common ratio is going to be 2. And for us to get the number of cycles are going to be equal to the total of 16 days. You divide by 2, giving us 8. From here now we can get the number of insects, that is the sum. And to get the sum of terms in the GP, if the common ratio is greater than 1, then sum is given by a into r power n minus 1. You divide by r minus 1. This one is going to be equal to a, which is 250. We multiply by the common ratio is 2 raised to power 8 minus 1. You divide by 2 minus 1. And this one is going to give us a total of 63,750. So for us to get the total, number of insects, we take 63,750. We add the one we had at the beginning, and this one will give us 64,000. Alternatively, we can draw a table having the days and also the number of insects. The number of days, we have 0 days at 250. And then for the next 2 days, we will be having twice the first, which will be equal to 500. For the next, again 4 days, we shall be having 1000. And for the next 2 days, we shall be having twice, which is 2000. And for the next 2 days, again, we shall be having double, which will be 4000. Then the next 2 days, we shall be having double, that will be 8000. And again, for the next 2 days, we shall be having double of 8000, which is 16,000. And for the next, now the 14th day, we shall be having double of 16,000, which is 32,000. And for the 16th day, we shall be having double of 32, which is 64,000. And this is the total number of insects. Therefore, we can say total insects will be equal to 64,000. And that becomes the answer to that particular question. Remember to subscribe and also help us to share the link. We move to the next question. The next question reads, in a geometric progression, the first term is a and the common ratio is r. The sum of the first 2 terms is 12 and the third term is 16. Therefore, if we have been given the first part of the question as a r squared divided by a plus ar, then this must be equal to 16 over 12, which is going to be equal to 4 over 3. If you divide by the common denominator of 16 and 12, which is 4, you are going to get 4 over 3, and therefore the ratio is going to be equal to 4 to 3. Having gotten that, we can now move to part B, which says if the first term is larger than the second term, find the value of r. In this case, we can take the expression AR squared divided by A plus AR, we equate to the ratio, which is 4/3. Then from there we cross multiply. 3 times AR squared will give us 3 AR squared, being equal to 4 times A, you get 4A. Then 4 times AR, you get 4AR. From there now we can divide all through by A, such that A and A will cancel, A and A goes, A and A goes. We remain with 3R squared being equal to 4 plus 4R. We reorganize this so that we can form a quadratic equation by bringing 4 and 4R on this other side, such that we have 3R squared minus 4R minus 4 being equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. We can factorize it using product sum method. The product is 3 times -4, giving us -12, and the sum is -4. So we need two numbers whose product is -12 and their sum -4. The two numbers will be -6 and of course +2. Once we have the numbers, we can rewrite the equation. We maintain the quadratic term, which is 3R squared. We split the linear term using the numbers. We are going to have -6R plus twice R minus 4 being equal to 0. From here we can factorize them in pairs. We are going to have 3R into R minus 2. This will be R minus 2. Then of course we shall be having 2 here. This gives us 3R plus 2 into R minus 2 being equal to 0. We can therefore say 3R plus 2 is equal to 0. 3R is going to be equal to -2. R is going to be -2/3. Or we can as well say R minus 2. R minus 2 is equal to 0. If you take 2 to the other side, R is going to be equal to +2. But if we have the common ratio, if the first term is larger than the second term, then our common ratio is going to be less than if the first term is greater than the second term, then the common ratio R must be less than 1. It must be less than 1, and therefore the value of R for that case is going to be -2/3 and not +2. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe to our channel and also help us to share the link. In case you have any personal question or consultation, feel free to contact us through the number provided in our description box, that is 0701 686 283, and we shall be glad to get back to you. Thank you and welcome.